So, hello, I'm with Eluveitie today. My first question is, how are you today?
I'm okay, thank you. And you?
Good, perfect. Thank you. Your path started in 2002, when we're still trying out different musical styles. Or did you make up your mind?
Mm, I'm not entirely sure if I understand. What do you mean? Uh, do you want to ask why we started mixing traditional Celtic
Yeah.
music with metal? Okay, um, because I wanted to do that. um, yeah, but it's as simple as that actually. I mean, I was playing metal music since forever. I formed my first band, which was more or less like simple death metal, like it was back in the day in 1991. So ever since I was creating metal music, and at the same time I was also really loving and also playing like traditional Celtic music, and I always just thought that it really, to me, it feels that it goes really, really well together, and I just really wanted to do that, and that's why I founded Eluveitie almost 25 years ago.
Your new album, if I pronounce well, Anf,
It's Anu, yeah.
will be out this April. How did your recording, how did the recording process went like?
Great. It was somewhat different. It took quite a bit longer than usual because we did not record in one session directly. So we it took quite a while. Yeah, but generally it was great. We recorded again with Tommy Fetcherly in his new sound studios and mixed with Jen Bogren. So we had this really well working team around us, and that was the same also for this album.
Is it a concept album? And if yes, what's the red link in this album?
There is a red link, a red line, I would say, um, but it's not. It's basically like all of our albums. I mean, almost all of our albums are basically concept albums in the sense that there is one main topic. But none of our albums are a concept album in the sense that there is like a continuous story throughout the album or something like that. And so it's the same for Anu. Uh, it's a little bit like conceptually and lyrically, it's a little bit like the how do you say, kind of a continuation of
Mm.
what has been started with Atignatos. And yeah, so it's lyrically and conceptually, it's a pretty deep album, I would say. And it's lyrically, it's all based on an ancient text that's pretty old. We don't know exactly today, but according to science, it's around 4,500 years old, which basically covers some kind of an ancient, like a pagan eschatology. Um, and so, yeah, that's basically the base of the album on that ancient text. Every like the whole thing is founded.
And how do you found this concept for the album?
Um, it's a very yeah, I would almost call it like personal process. And that's also what I meant with continuation of Atignatus. Atignatus was a deeply like mythological album as well, but as well, how do you say? It just it wasn't just a narration of ancient mythology or something like that. It was more that we were intensely dealing with these ancient lines and words, not just for the album to get lyrics or something like that, but for ourselves, for our personal development, whatever. And that became a very deep, I would say, experience. And yeah, that experience, that the process, I would say, just kept on going ever since, for us personally. And in that sense, Anu is really like a continuation of it. And so, yeah, these topics, these themes are very present in our lives, in my personal life, anyway. But if it comes to that particular text, the album was based on, that was actually the fault, if you want to say that,
Mhm.
of a friend of mine. That must have been like in early 2019 or something. That a friend of mine just dropped me a message and sent me a link to some YouTube documentary or something like that. Just with the words, yeah, look what I came across, this ancient text. You should read that as well. It could interest you, and
Oh,
it did,
I
and it
will.
did. So yeah, that's how that topic started.
And now let's talk about the artwork with the artist and what is the meaning behind it.
Yeah, same here. Like when I was mentioning the running team around us, it's again been done by Travis Smith, and the rather small within that moon shaped thingy. You see a small figure with antlers,
Yeah.
and that figure already appeared on the covers of the two singles released 2 years ago, Idus and Exile of the Gods. And also these two songs already belong to that thematical cycle of Anu. And so this figure simply represents Anu herself. And in our belief, in our mythology, Anu is the mother goddess. Um, well, mother to all gods and goddesses, and she's simply representing our planet, Mother Earth, Mother Nature. And yeah, that's the one thing of the meaning. So you can see Anu, Mother Goddess Nature, and standing there in this moon-shaped thing where you see far beyond the back. In our mythology, the moon stands for several things. On one hand, obviously, it is linked to the night, obviously, and in our understanding, in the night has kind of a special meaning because we think that night or darkness in general is basically the root of all life,
Hmm.
in the sense that, you know, before you were born and saw the light of day, you were in the darkness of your mother's womb, and you know the grub needs to hide and kind of die in its cocoon before it spreads the wing as a beautiful butterfly, and so on and so on. So in darkness lies the root of all life in our understanding. That's the one thing that is represented by the moon. Uh, and also, particularly in this album, referring to the ancient text that I was mentioning, it also represents like a new aeon, a new time to come. And yeah, that I would say that's the core meaning. That there's more little details in all the artwork hidden somewhere that you might discover, or that may make sense if you read through the lyrics when listening through the album. But in a nutshell, that's the main meaning behind uh, the artwork.
Okay.
So
Um,
perspective into a new aeon and a new cycle, a new rebirth uh, with Anu, with Mother Nature, in a nutshell.
that was very, very interesting.
Okay.
In April, you will be playing at the Derby Festival in Belgium, and then you will start promoting the album. Do you plan on playing at any other festival?
I guess
Do you have
I don't know.
any festival announce for now?
If I'm really honest, I have absolutely no fucking clue. I don't know.
Okay. I d
I said I think so, I guess, but yeah, I haven't checked right now. In the last 3 months, like we've been just really busy and focusing on the album itself and everything around, and what happens on the live thing. Our booking agency is working there, but I don't know. I haven't even checked any messages or so. But so I think there might be a couple of festivals, but I really don't know. The internet knows much more than I do when
yeah.
it comes to our shows.
Who direct Ewan's music video?
Um, this time we have been working together with Mirko for the 3 video clips that we already released, and yeah, we just really gave him complete freedom in everything actually. So he has been suggested to us by a friend of ours from another band. Well, from Arch Enemy actually. They've been working with him, and yeah, we only heard great things about him, but we didn't know him. So yeah, we were just like, okay, let's give it a try. If if everybody's so happy with him, we should try working together. And so far, it was really it was great in my opinion. But we really let him complete freedom. Like I just provided him with obviously the songs and the lyrics, and already just shortly explain to him like what the lyrics are about and what the thing is about to express and all that. But everything else was done completely by him. We didn't know anything. We just went there, and then we basically learned what ideas he had. And yeah, it was very how do you say yeah, it was partly surprising, but it's really cool to work with him. And so far, we are also really happy with what he did.
Um, who would like to one day make a movie soundtrack or mythological reconstitution music soundtrack?
Yes. Yeah, actually, we've been asked for that a couple of times, um, but it was never right. Like we've been asked for a few projects, but it always has been like really cringy stuff.
Mm.
Like movies like Conan the Barbarian
Oh
type
yeah.
kind of thing, and we were like, no, 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 maybe not, maybe next time, but no. um, but actually, meanwhile, we kind of do have an agreement for a Netflix series uh, that I can't tell too much about because it's still there's so many things open. Um, but yeah, like we've actually made an agreement with the producers for that. It shall be a Netflix series. Uh, what can I say without saying too much? Uh, Maybe something a little bit between Vikings and Game of Thrones, but
Oh.
all Celtic, of course. And why I said Game of Thrones, it's strictly historical. It's very very. It will be very historically founded, like scientifically founded, just like Vikings. Um, but in the series, also parts of the mythologies come in. So there's also some Celtic gods appearing and stuff like that. And so that's why I said. So it will be something probably a bit like Vikings, but also with slightly like fantasy kind of aspects in it. Not fantasy, but it's all historical. But you know what I want to say. I hope.
Can't
So
wait to
yeah,
see that.
yeah, we made the agreement for that to do the complete music for the complete series. Um, but yeah, that's basically where we are now. I have absolutely no idea like when this is going to happen. It's possible that maybe it will be in 8 years or something like that.
Mm.
So like until it's out. So I don't know. It's for me it's the first time doing something like that, and I don't really know like how the processes are and how long it takes. And but yeah, very much looking forward though.
So many thanks for calling me this interview. Could you tell us and to your fan, who last words? Your last words?
Well, to me, as always, it remains to say thank you very much for having me. And
Thank you.
obviously, thanks to all the listeners for their interest in our band. Thank you very much. And see you all on the road somewhere.
Thank you.
Thank you.